if I just dress up and believe that it's warm out, it will be. Maybe if I just wear this, I can trick myself into thinking it's a really nice summer day. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I got another episode of What You Missed News here, the video game news show that recaps what happened this week in video game news that might affect the video game industry and possibly you, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to be talking about a few news stories that are really important. But before I get into that, I'm going to do a quick promo for Super Geek Box. I have an affiliate link for that, so if you guys do want to check out this month's Super Geek Box, you can take the link in the description below. I get a kickback, you get a Super Geek Box, everyone wins. If you like what you see in the unboxing, that's basically all there is to it. It's like Christmas all year round. You get a box every month, and most of the time it has some really great stuff in it that you'd probably enjoy. Now, let's jump right into the news, and the first things first that I really want to talk about, this, is that we got an up-close look at Atari's new console. A new console after so many years of not having technically a new console besides a Nintendo, a Sony, and an Xbox. This is a real viable console. This is supposedly going to be running some top-tier AAA entries along with Atari's own publishing division, and they talked about possibly running some very old Atari games on it as well. Now, there's not a lot of information about it. They do say that they are going to be putting out more information later in this year. They do have an Xbox-esque type of controller. It looks like, I mean, to a T, almost like Xbox. The D-pad looks horrendous on it. I absolutely hate it. It looks like it would be very painful. Hopefully they adjust that. And they do have an old Atari joystick style, which leads me into thinking that they really are going to be porting a lot of 2600 games as well. Activision was really popular during Atari days, and they're still around, so I can see that being a very likely thing that is going to happen, and it is up and running. It has a light on it, and that's about all there is to say about that. It's called the Atari VCS now, not the Atari box anymore. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the news on that. Sea of Thieves is currently inaccessible on Game Pass. Unfortunately, if you have Xbox Game Pass, you're supposed to be able to download games and pay a monthly rate to be playing these games. You don't actually buy the game, you just pay the monthly rate. You get the game, you download it, you play it, and then whenever you're done with it, you're done with it. As long as you keep paying the rate, you get access to that game. But unfortunately, it's not there. This is likely due to a glitch, a problem in the system, and will be likely corrected with an update in the future. So if you're one of those, I'm very sorry, you're going to have to wait to play Sea of Thieves. And also in Sea of Thieves news, they had a proposed death tax that they were going to put on people. So if you were to die in an incredibly stupid way, it would cost you quite a lot of money, versus if you died to a horde of skeletons or something, where you would be more likely to be killed at. And a lot of people didn't like that, so they said, okay, we're going to remove the death tax, we're not going to put it in the game. Thank you for giving us feedback. At the very least, even though Sea of Thieves has been a tremendous disappointment for a lot of people, this is really nice that developers do listen to people. Switch owners say third-party docks are bricking their consoles. Yeah, so there's a Nioh third-party dock that is bricking consoles. What Nioh has gone on to say about this, they said that they're not really sure what the reason is, but it is likely due to the Nintendo Switch version 5.0 firmware update that has happened. And they're saying that it has something to do with how the Switch handles the audio-video output to an external TV monitor when connected to their dock. It's really curious how this is happening, and very strange. But Nintendo has talked about unlicensed products and accessories, and basically said, hey, why are you using unlicensed accessories? Why aren't you buying ours? You know what I mean? And that's what Nintendo has to say about this. I mean, the update to the story has what Nintendo had to say, and that's basically all they had to say. They said, kick rocks, sorry about your luck if you're buying unlicensed products. Well, Nioh is talking about potential exchanges, repairs, how they're going to be replacing malfunctioning products. But I think to get your Nintendo Switch replaced from Nioh, that's going to be an extremely long shot. I think you'll be able to get a new dock, but I doubt you're going to get your Nintendo Switch replaced. So if you do own any third-party docks, be very aware that there are docs out there that could potentially brick it. Just look up yours and see if people are getting bricked reports from their docs. But again, just be cautious. Mouse and keyboard users are dominating PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds Mobile. Do I have to go into this story? Touch controls versus a dedicated mouse and keyboard setup. Which one's going to be more accurate? So, Fortnite Mobile has become a battle of the sexes. Fortnite Mobile has become a battle of the sexes. Any way, shape, or form, we can talk about sexism to get them clicks, right? Okay. Fortnite is a game that has traditionally been played by a lot of guys. Fortnite is traditionally a game that is a console-based game, to which a lot of girls, generally speaking, do not have the same desires to play console-based games. This is all in general, and there are plenty of women who break this rule and this exception. But when Fortnite Mobile came out, a lot of people are commenting on how women are now playing Fortnite because it's on a phone. So, what people are saying is that it's pretty ridiculous that they were scrutinizing men and guys for playing Fortnite so much, but then are now playing it on their phones because they have access to it because they have a phone. But it goes a little bit deeper there. It goes a little bit deeper to that. Some people are saying the women, the girls who are playing Fortnite on phones aren't playing the real official version of Fortnite because it's Fortnite Mobile. How old are you? How old are you? Well, you're playing Fortnite, so... You don't like that stereotype, right? You don't like people saying, oh, you play Fortnite, you must be a kid, right? You don't like that stereotype, right? Well then, don't stereotype women. If women want to play Fortnite and they want to get into gaming through mobile games, then what's the issue? What's the problem? We're all gamers. Don't fall into that. Don't sit there and say, oh, these women aren't real gamers because they're not playing the real version of the game. You're ridiculous, you're sexist, you're idiotic, you look ignorant, and you make the community a worse place by saying stuff like that. If they want to play the game, they can play the game. It's a level playing field. Cheats? No. Bad. If you're a cheater, you'll eventually be banned. So it's a level playing field. Either get good or shut up. And that's how gaming has been. From the Halo days, to the Call of Duty days, to the Overwatch days, to the Fortnite and PlayerUnknown Battleground days. Get good or get gone. So don't fall into that whole, they're not playing the real game. That's dumb. Get out of here. Continuing on, Nioh Kuni 2's soundtrack sounds like Dragon Quest, and it's got a lot of dislikes on YouTube videos. I can't play the music, but it's like a almost 1-to-1 ratio. If you go over to the link I'm going to provide, the Dragon Quest link, at 23 seconds you can play it, and it sounds exactly like the clip that is for Nioh Kuni 2. I mean, it's almost 2T. It's really bad. So you can go listen for yourself and determine if they're the same, if something bad was done, if there's something wrong. I don't know. At the end of the day, I really don't care. It's music. People borrow. People get inspired. Things like that. Finally, I want to end on this. Tomb Raider, Metroid, and Half-Life are among the games that are nominated for the Gaming Hall of Fame 2018 finalists. The list consists of Asteroids, Call of Duty, Dance Dance Revolution, Final Fantasy VII, Half-Life, John Madden Football, King's Quest, Metroid, Minecraft, Miss Pac-Man, Space War, and Tomb Raider. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the games that are nominated for the 2018 finalists. So hopefully we will get some good ones in the Hall of Fame. If I gotta be real with you, I gotta say that I think maybe Dance Dance Revolution, Call of Duty, And I don't know, John Madden Football would likely not be that great of entries. If you're wondering what Space War was, that was one of the first games ever developed, so there's that. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, there's not much else to say about the story. They're just going to be nominated for the Video Game Hall of Fame. So, that'll do it for this episode of What You Missed News. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a big like. And if you disliked it, leave me a dislike and some constructive criticism. Tell me what I can do. If you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I do these news shows several times a week to catch you up on video game news. Click that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell to be alerted for when I upload. And check back here every day for a new video. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I am off to play me some Space War. I'll see you guys in the next episode of What You Missed News.